So one of the questions that people have asked about is how do they practice at the elevator pitch, or how do they practice at networking? One of the exercises that I've recommended and that has worked out is what I call an intergenerational exercise. And what I'd like you to think about doing is the next time you're with sort of an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent, preferably someone who is 2 generations removed. So if you're in your 20s, late teens, early 20s, then you pick someone who's maybe 60, 70, or 80 years old. And what I would do is ask this individual about every volunteer experience, every work experience, every life experience, and have them tell you about kind of what they did, where they did it, why they did it, and what lesson they took from a particular activity, and what lesson they would impart to you. So when they had that particular experience, what lesson have they drawn from that, or would they draw from that, and then pass on to you? Because it's often maybe different from the lesson that they learned themselves. In working with students and individuals who've undertaken this exercise, is that you learn an extraordinary amount about an individual. Oftentimes it may be the first time that they have recounted in one sequence a life of work and service and volunteer. May include some hardships and some challenges, may include travels across this country and across many countries. So it is at once a very deep and personal and emotional level, but the kind of exchange that you will practice at will be invaluable. I mean, one, you'll learn about a family member or a friend, but as you get to do this, you can learn to do more of it. It's like learning how to interview and learning how to deeply listen and to ask questions of others. I guarantee that it will be transformative, life-affirming, and you will gain a set of context and wisdom into the world which you will use in life and in work. But this practice of talking to someone and deeply listening will be essential, because more often than not, what happens in meetings, in conversations, is that people do all the talking rather than doing most of the listening. And this exercise is primarily a lesson in deep listening and to listen with intention. So anyway, wrap up. This is an intergenerational exercise that will help you practice at being a great listener, a good person to ask questions, and you'll gain an important set of life lessons from a family member, from a colleague, and you'll have them speak directly to you about ways in which they think that you might learn from their lessons, and that's equally compelling and valuable. Anyway, good luck with that. Drop us a note to let us know how those conversations have unfolded for you. Anyway, have a great afternoon.